guys, it's Sam here. So today I'm going to discuss with y'all about cussing. Throughout my childhood, there'd be times where I was just really frustrated to the point where I was just like, oh, I wish I was old enough to just say that word and stuff like that. I'm not proud to say this, but in middle school, I started using that language frequently, especially with my friends. And again, I'm not proud to say that. At that point, I thought, who cares if I'm not an adult? I'm just saying it around my friends. Yeah, at the time, I was a lukewarm Christian. That's when I barely started looking for God. Yeah, I remember I was like, as long as I'm not like saying racial slurs, or using God's name, then it's not bad. It's not as bad, But I mean, now looking back, I'm like, no, it doesn't matter, Like a cuss word is a cuss word, a sin is a sin. After all, his word says in Ephesians 4:29, do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. And then also in Colossians 3:8, but now you must also rid yourselves of all such things as these: anger, rage, malice or malice, however you pronounce that word, slander, and filthy language from your lips. Finally, Proverbs 18:20-21, you will have to live with the consequences of everything you say. What you say can preserve life or destroy it, so you must accept the consequences of your words. Recently, I was looking through my camera roll and saw a clip of me from 5 years ago, which I was still in middle school at the time. And yeah, so in that clip, I was just cussing. So I just instantly deleted it because, again, I'm not proud of that. Like, especially after reading those verses I mentioned. I was 16 when I really started looking for God, and obviously I read those verses eventually. But yeah, and ever since then, I guess you can say it's just something I've taken to heart. So yeah, as you guys have probably noticed, I tried to avoid that language on and off camera. I tried to keep it clean. Yeah, like I remember in high school, well, specifically the military school I went to my junior and senior year, like a lot of people just found that really shocking of me to not use that kind of language. Like, yeah, there was this one day, like, I said the word retarded, and they were even shocked to hear me say that. I believe that part of spiritually maturing is realizing that there are better words to use than just cuss words. Like, no matter how mad you are, you shouldn't let that like control you to the point that you start using that language. As I grew closer to God, I started to feel all of this guilt for using that language. But I mean, there is a word called repent, right? To glorify God, we should be speaking wisdom, but how can we if we are just cussing? Start using clean language to avoid dishonoring God. As a Christian, there's more you gotta watch what you say than just cussing, though that's a bit of a different topic. So that I'll probably get into more in a separate video. I'm not gonna promise this though, as well. I don't wanna risk making promises. But yeah, so that's all for today. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless you.